Vertically integrated monopolies dominate the electric power industry, which means that in most localities, a single company or government-owned enterprise generates most of the electricity, transmits this electricity over high-voltage lines from power plants to substations, and distributes and meters all this electricity to end users. Some economists espouse that free market competition in the electric power industry would spur innovation, improve efficiencies, and lower prices. Consequently, several governments privatized and deregulated parts of their utilities in the 1980s and 1990s. Often they separated the companies that generated electricity from those that were responsible for its transmission and distribution. While the successes of privatization and deregulation have been subtle, the failures have been spectacular.
Enron is a company that deals with everyone with absolute integrity.
You wanted to be the most popular guy on Wall Street, and you were going to do whatever you had to do.
They sought out every loophole they could in order to profit.
The rules weren't quite clear.
They could bury debt, they could bury losses.
An industry that was very reliable for 100 years was all of a sudden turned into a casino.
Those guys could just yank the California economy on its leash whenever they wanted to, and they did it, and they did it, and they did it.
He just steals money from California to the tune of $1 million or $2 a day.
Can you rephrase that?
Could I predict phony energy crisis as a result of deregulation? Yes.
In the United States during 2000-2001, electric power brokers manipulated the supply of electricity in the so-called free market for electric power to create shortages that forced several large-scale blackouts in California and the insolvency of Pacific Gas and Electric and Southern California Edison, the major distribution companies. Advocates of privatization contend that public regulators still held too much control over the California market and thwarted corrective free market processes, whereas opponents of privatization assert that the fully regulated system had worked well for a half-century and that deregulation permitted unscrupulous energy speculators such as Enron to wreck a viable system. One point of agreement, however, is that privatization and deregulation have failed to stimulate large-scale investment in technological upgrades for electric power utilities to meet the future needs of their customers. In summary, number 1, utilities that supply electricity and natural gas are natural monopolies that do not encourage mitigation of greenhouse gas emissions.